All right, good afternoon, everybody.
Hello.
It is Monday.
It is.
And it is snowing here in western Kentucky.
Yeah.
It ain't right. I left Wisconsin to get away from the stupid snow, and here we have it here. But it's really nice. It's coming down really nice. It looks good. We're not going to get hardly anything about it, but
It's pretty, and the
Yeah.
snow in western Kentucky compared to
compared to the
Snow.
4 feet of snow
Yeah.
that they're getting over in New York and all that. So
Right.
yeah, it's a blessing to see this little bit of snow for sure. Anyway, we're in that book there. Today, Jesus teaches about cost of following him. And it's a 2-part parallel. Today we're going to start in Matthew chapter 8, starting at verse 18. When Jesus saw the crowd around him, he instructed his disciples to cross to the other side of the lake. Then one of the teachers of religious law said to him, "Teacher, I will follow you wherever you go." But Jesus replied, "Foxes have dens to live in, and birds have nests, but the Son of Man has no place even to lay his head." Another of his disciples said, "Lord, first let me return home and bury my father." But Jesus told him, "Follow me now. Let the spiritually dead bury their own dead." From there, we go to Luke chapter 9, starting at verse 57. As they were walking along, someone said to Jesus, "I will follow you wherever you go." But Jesus replied, "Foxes have dens to live in, and birds have nests, but the Son of Man has no place even to lay his head." He said to another person, "Come, follow me." The man agreed, but he said, "Lord, first let me return home and bury my father." But Jesus told him, "Let the spiritually dead bury their own dead. Your duty is to go and preach about the kingdom of God." Another said, "Yes, Lord, I will follow you, but first let me say goodbye to my family." But Jesus told him, "Anyone who puts a hand to the plow and then looks back is not fit for the kingdom of God." It's an incredible thought, isn't it? Jesus is the Word, and he made everything that there is in the universe and came to earth here with us, and he's got nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, now the commentary from Matthew. Following Jesus is not always easy or comfortable. Often it means great cost and sacrifice with no earthly rewards or security. You may find that following Christ costs you popularity, friendships, leisure time, or treasured habits. But while the cost of following Christ is high, the value of being Christ's disciple is even higher. Discipleship is an investment that lasts for eternity and yields incredible rewards. It is possible that this disciple was not asking permission to go to his father's funeral, but rather to put off following Jesus until his elderly father died. Perhaps he was the firstborn son and wanted to be sure to claim his inheritance. Perhaps he didn't want to face his father's wrath if he left the family business to follow an inerrant, I'm having a hard time with this word. I guess I've never seen this word before.
Yeah.
Itinerant. Itinerant preacher. Whether his concern was financial security, family approval, or something else, he did not want to commit himself to Jesus just yet. Jesus, however, would not accept his excuse. Jesus was always direct with those who wanted to follow him. He made sure they counted the cost and set aside any conditions they might have for following him. As God's Son, Jesus did not hesitate to demand complete loyalty. Even family loyalty was not to take priority over demands of obedience. His direct challenge forces us to ask ourselves about our own priorities in following him. The decision to follow Jesus should not be put off. Even though other loyalties compete for our attention, nothing should be placed above a total commitment to living for him. Now the commentary for Luke. Luke does not say whether the father was already dead or terminally ill. Jesus is saying that the true discipleship requires instant action. Jesus did not teach people to forsake responsibilities of family, but he often gave commands to people in light of their real motives. Following Jesus has a cost, and each of us must be ready to serve, even when it requires sacrifice.
Yeah.
What does Jesus want from us? Total dedication, not half-hearted commitment. We can't pick and choose among Jesus' ideas and follow him selectively. We have to accept the cross along with the crown. We must count the cost and be willing to abandon everything else that has given us security without looking back. With our focus on Jesus, we should allow nothing to distract us from following him. Yeah, in this world, it's a lot easier said than done.
There's
We have
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
distractions.
distractions all the time, but there's no excuse, really.
No.
Okay, hope everybody has a glorious day, and we'll talk to you later.